Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing verb in English language. But our focus today will be on do, does and did. So in English language, do, does and this is under part of verb. But I want to give you some tips about this very do, does and did before we go to our example. So let's go in. When you want to write anything or make any sentence that has to do with do, does and did, there is a law in English language that says if you have any word or any sentence rather that do, does and did is involved in, you make sure that whenever that word, any of these appear, the verb that will come after it must be in present tense. When we go through our examples, we'll find out why. Another thing you should understand is that do is plural, does is singular, did is the past tense of do and does, while their past participle is done. Let's go to our examples. So this our number one says, what time dash you get up this morning? What time dash you get up this morning? We have different things to spot out from this number one. This you here is talking about, this is plural because this falls under first person, second person pronoun, which we are going to be treating it as a plural. So, and I've told us already that do is plural while does is singular. So here the right answer here should be, what time did you wake up this morning? Because this is the past tense of this, but it can as well be the past tense of does. So the right answer here in this number one says, what time did you get up this morning? Let's go straight to number two. Number two says, where does your wife work? Your wife. This wife here is talking about one person. So which means, where does your wife work? Not where do your wife work. Assuming the person in this number two has many wives, we now say, where do your wives work? So number three says, how does it feel when you won the car? How does it feel when you won the car? Which means, how did it feel? Someone may ask, but since he has won the car in the past, that this should have been, how does it felt when you won the car? I told you already that anytime you use the word did, the verb, this is a verb, the verb that will come must be in the present form, not in the past form. So if you see how did it felt when you won the car, it is very wrong. It's an abuse of verb. So number four says, where does you park? Where did you park? Not where did you park? No, this is wrong. Where did you park? So number five says, what time does you usually eat breakfast? The same thing applies to this one. You is talking about plural, not singular. Though is one person, but in English we treat you as plural. So what time does you usually eat? What time do you usually eat? So this is do. Okay, our number six says, why does you move to Lagos? Why does you move to Lagos? He's talking about one person, but treated as plural in English. So it should be, why did you move to Lagos? Not moved to Lagos. Because someone will say, but he has gone to the Lagos. No, she has gone to Lagos. It's supposed to be moved. No, it's moved because of the law that is involved. Anytime you see why did, you see the word did, does, did, or do or done, the verb that will come after it must be in present form, not in past form. So this our number seven is supposed to be, where does you live now, not why. So let's correct it. It will be, where do you live now? Our number eight says, does she eat meat? We are saying she here, not we. So what's supposed to put here is Does she eat meat? Assuming what is here is we now say do we, or what is here is they. Do they eat meat? So number 9 says, what time does she want to go to the airport? It's still talking about singular person. To what time does he want to go to the airport? Our number 10, which is the last one, says, does you know the way? You, it will be, do you know the way? So I believe by now you have been able to understand the concept of do, does, did, and done. And henceforth, when you are making a sentence or you are writing anything you're writing, always make sure you abide by the rules. Let me recap. The first one says do is plural, does is singular, did is the past tense of do and does, while done is the past participle form of the both. So another principle says, if you are in a sentence like this and did is used, the verb like this get that will come after it, always make sure is not changed to the past form. Don't come to this scenario and start putting got. What time did you got up? No, it will always be what time did you get up. So this is the term that applies to every verb like this in the English language. Okay, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Do well to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.